welcome to Taking the College Route with Bongi. My name is Bongekile Ralarala and it is story time. So today I'm going to tell you guys a story of how I started believing in myself from a tender age and how that has helped me along the years. So this story was inspired or is inspired by a video I saw of Anilem Dota being interviewed with podcast Gamekji. So I saw that video on Facebook. She was talking about how she joined a cross country at her school. She was a chubby baby and she joined a cross country. So she got tired because in the neighborhood. So she got tired wangena in this house and she told him that my name is Anele, I'm from this school and we are running, but I'm tired. My chest started acting up actually. So she told them the story and she asked for water. They gave her water and they gave her food and she just chilled and watched TV. Then the kids from her school ran back to the school, but then when they were doing a head count, I'm just trying to quickly summarize the story, and they're doing a head count, they saw that one of them is missing, so they came back to the neighborhood and they started shouting Anele, Anele. So the lady of that house says, didn't you say your name is Anele? I think your schoolmates are outside. So she said okay. So she went outside and then Umamake was like, what were you thinking, child? What were you thinking? When you right back we short put no discuss no leave is zobaleka apako unati is her sister. So that story reminded me of my story of my racing story. I have one of my own. So I was in high school, grade 10, and okay, backstory, let me tell you how I've always believed in myself. I've always been a child who believed in herself because, you know, my mother was my hype man. My mother would hype me up for anything. Just so I really believed in myself. But even though I believed in myself, I was quite realistic about some things like running. I didn't even think I could run or I could run in a race. So we had what are they called? But so sibukele we were watching. I was with my classmates. I think wakuba balekwa classmates classes about grade 10 uzobaleka. So I knew my classmates some runners and they are fast, so there's no way I'm even going to try. Sathi sigqitha ke ngoku kule line kustathwa kuyo wasibiza Mr. Kizito, I remember. He said, ladies, aren't you grade 10s? Come. So we were all not interested, and I even think that my friends or my classmates were not even paying attention because they didn't know. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. So they were like, no, we're not running. Ade, come. So they gave in and they joined in. So I'm one business. And when I got there, flops. Like I wasn't even intending to run that day. What kulili flops this guy. But I decided, okay, you know what? Let me do this. But yes, Bettina, I was running with Bettina, guys. Bettina was nah. She was very fast. When we come by, but we used to call her Bettina. So I was running with Bettina. Hey, our other classmate decided to another fast one decided to just watch our shoes and our leg. So the instructions were, which I think my classmates were not listening to because they were just not interested in running, were we are going to run around the field 2 times. But my classmates were not aware of this and I didn't know this. So we started running guys, started running but I guess for whatever reason I told myself that I'm going to finish this. You know, I think that made me believe in myself more than, you know, I should. So December, I don't think I had hope yoba ndizawude ndibe number 1, but because I thought maybe I thought kuba long distance nyana mhlambe bazawudinwa along the way, then mna nje mandizithele kancinci ndizawuthi ndiyofika finish line. But because they were not aware that we were supposed to go around the field 2 times, but yeah, I think what they thought was we are going to run, get to what is supposed to be the finish line, and then run again. But when we get our race ends where we started. I think that's what they thought, because they started, getting out of the race before we could even get there. But then some of them only realized when they saw me passing the starting line, but no, the race is not finished. We are supposed to go straight to the finish line. So they only joined in later when I was already in the front. Guess who was number 1? It was I. I was number 1. I got there. They gave me a tag. Guys, I couldn't believe it now. I was number 1. I was so happy that they gave up. I was number 1. I got a certificate. A part of me really thought, yo, I got Bongi. Where you did get a certificate. I was happy that I got that certificate for athletics. I was so happy, but that didn't go my. Yeah, fun cheating, but it's innocent because I did not cheat. I just listened to the instructions. Others didn't listen. Number 1, the others did not listen to the instructions. I don't think they even knew by the way instructions. So I paid attention to the instructions. Number 1. Number 2, even though you are up in Lileni, I made sure and pull me like I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop running just because they're sure. And in December, I made sure I get to the finish line. So I finished my race, and guess what? Luckily, because luckily, I became number 1. I was proud of myself for one reason. I finished the race, and I was proud of myself for my leader number 1. And in the fundis there, when I started thinking about it, because this is and then I started thinking about mine, but I started thinking of how believer in myself, and how experience taught me to not give up. Because sometimes I give up, according to his story, some ubani luck and become number 1 at the end. We are pumelela. Again, that's the moral of the story. Or you succeed at the end when you persevere, when you do not give up, even when there is no hope at all, even when you don't see why you should continue, even when you fail at school. I remember I had a classmate who told me that she's thinking of studying something else. She's thinking of leaving school and do something else. And I said to her, no, don't give up now. Try again. Keep on trying. I don't know why I did that, but then I thought she was giving up too soon. So I said, keep on trying. Maybe you are going to get something out of it. I guess lando isukele lando yam yonqekele like la race yoba ndaba ngumuntu soloko enqekelela ba mhlambi ekugqibeleni you reap different results. You reap results ezinhle, and it has. I've been that person since. I don't know if I should say since that day. Even before that, but ndikhumbula only from that day. But I've been that person ngelelayo and osoloko, and that made me notice ba nyane kuncekeleleni kuba khona uba ithini kana ngesixhosa ekunyamezeleni sometimes uba khona umvuzo, because now kwakubaleka my chest would start acting up, but ndinyamezele loo nto until I could get to the finish line. So after that, I can't believe hayi mna ndibaleka. Believe in myself a little bit too much, because then I race with everyone. But it was funny and it was fun, and be grateful for it. I hope you take something from this story, guys. As a college student, just because you are failing, just because winning ati awuzuphumelela kule nto yenzayo, awuyiboni use of doing it anymore. Mhlambi if you try a little harder, mhlambi if you try other ways to make sure that you succeed at this, and just take it one step at a time. Uzoyo, at the end, you'll be successful. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. Thank you for listening to me telling an old story, because I just felt like it. And yeah, please like the video, comment down below, share with me if you have any similar story, or if you have any story that made you believe in yourself, or if there was if at any point in your life you started losing that thing of believing in yourself. Tell me what happened that made you, get back to your old self and start believing in yourself again. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. From me to you, it is goodbye. I will see you on my next video. Take care.